that's how my journey started as a trainer. So I was there for attachment, not being paid for the next 6 months, but I was earning through the online opportunities. So at least I was able to sustain myself for those 6 months. As I was leaving now, December 2019, the program was being shifted to other partners. And yes, this is a government program, but you can see from my slides that there are other partners. So we have MasterCard, we have KEPSA, and we have Immobilis. So Immobilis is the implementing partner of this program. So as I stand here, I am a direct employee of Immobilis and not the government. But yes, they can still fire me if they feel like I'm doing something that is not right. But my direct employee is Immobilis. So currently, Ajira is being run by Immobilis. MasterCard is also a very big partner of ours in terms of funding. And we also have KEPSA, Kenya Private Sector Alliance. They're very big on opportunities for our trainees. So that shift meant that they needed more trainers. And now I was there volunteering for 6 months. See, at least now I have an opportunity to apply for a job with a 6 months experience on my CV doing similar things. You know? So I was able to get the job. My supervisor by that time was a very good lady. She wrote me a very good recommendation. Later, you will think I was the project manager. And honestly, I was just there. I was just an attaché there. Yeah. So that recommendation later got me the job. And yeah, that was my journey. And that's how I got to join Ajira Digital. I hope it was not a boring journey. Yes. So, lesson there. When you get those opportunities for attachment or internship, give it your all, right? Yeah, sometimes it could be frustrating because you're not getting anything, or what you're getting is very little, just the fare and lunch. But give it your all because you don't know who is looking and when the opportunities will open for you. Yeah. So let's look at what Ajira is all about. So like I said, this is a government program, and it's a program under the Ministry of ICT, and it started way back in 2016. By then it was still hosted, like I've said, by ICT Authority, and the main goal of this program is to train and mentor youths on digital skills. Skills that you can use to make something for yourself in the online space. Now, there's so many people who have skills, who use the internet every day. You have the devices, but rarely do you take opportunities, yeah, that are there in the online space to earn money. How many of you have ever earned anything online? Let's start. How many have smartphones? Yes. How many use the internet? All of us, isn't it? But how many have ever made money online? Even $1, even cents, no one. Yeah, so those are the things we're talking about. So the first pillar of the program is awareness, yeah? You already have the things needed in your hands. You already use them every other day. And I've heard about content creation and monetization. Those are things that are coming up. Even as millennials, zinatupata. Yeah? Gen Z, you are so big on content creation, right? There's so many young people who are making so much money, making big moves just because of content creation, yeah? There are so many other people who are actively earning and making an income from the online space, and you never know, yeah? Just see them in their houses. Okay? You're wondering why this person, he never goes anywhere or she never goes anywhere, but they're able to sustain themselves in terms of paying the rent, yeah? Then you start seeing sponsors, Illuminati, but in real sense, it is something that is very doable. You can get opportunities in the online space and actively earn and sustain yourself just by online opportunities. So after awareness is now training and mentorship. You need something that you're selling out there that someone is willing to buy from you, right? Yeah. So whichever skill you are learning here, that's a skill you can sell in the online space. And right now we are big on remote jobs. Yeah. With online work, mostly we talk about gigs and projects. I do something, maybe someone wants a website, yeah, and they would be willing to pay me, but they've not hired me full time. So once I'm done with creating the website for them, that's it. Yeah, but then we have remote jobs where now we are having companies hiring people as full-time employees, but you'll be working remotely, which is also a good thing, yeah? So even though we are talking about lack of jobs and the scarcity of jobs, we have those opportunities that are coming in the online space. And honestly, I know Gen Z, millennials would love those opportunities. The idea of just working from home at the comfort of your that idea is very big in our generations. Yeah. Something else we also do is access to dignified work, and I've talked about KEPSA coming in that perspective. So anytime there are opportunities, they are shared to our trainees through emails, and we'll be registering on our Ajira digital portal. And through the registration, we get your emails. So anytime there is any communication, it will be happening through your emails. So when you see any job posting by Ajira, EPSA, just know it's a legit opportunity and take advantage of it. Then finally, access to infrastructure. I know right now from the poll that we've just done, all of you have smartphones, yeah? But this training is for everyone. So sometimes you go to Mathare, Kibra, and you find that these things are not there. Yeah, someone doesn't have a smartphone. Access to internet is also a problem. Yeah, so as a program, we're trying to see how we can have what we call Ajira Youth Empowerment Centers in every constituency, somewhere where a trainee can get free access to a desktop or a laptop, and also the room is equipped with internet. You're able to sit there from 8 to 5, do your thing, earn your money, and you go home, right? And that person from that, they can be able to save up and at least buy their own devices later on, yeah? So those are the 4 pillars that govern the program. And for us, we're doing training and mentorship, right? Yeah. So what do we train on? What do we train on? So this is how our curriculum looks like. And we have 27 modules. And this is something that is also being worked on to make sure that it's always relevant to the current trends, right? When you were starting, and I was saying I was in ICT Authority, the trainings were only in 5 categories. That is digital marketing, virtual assistance, transcription, content writing, and data entry. But later on, the program has expanded to accommodate some of the skills that we feel they're very relevant right now in the industry. So we added the advanced modules, things like basic app development, computer programming, graphic design, data analysis, financial markets and trading. We have traders here, people for Forex. Why are you silent? Yeah? No one is trading here? Cryptocurrency? Bitcoin? Okay. Yeah, so financial markets and trading, and this one is mostly to give the right information because there is a lot of noise on social media about Forex. Everyone who is making money very quickly will say they're doing it through Forex, right? Then we are seeing also young people being killed, and then the story is that maybe they were scamming people, right? Yet they were saying they were doing Forex. So this one is to make sure that as the government, there is the right information out there about what Forex is, what cryptocurrency is. And yes, people do make money out of this, but equally people do lose money. It's a 50-50 thing. For people who have tried Forex, they will tell you that you make some, you lose some, right? So it's very important for us to put the right information there so that people are not joining this thing with fantasies or ideas of it's a get rich quickly kind of thing, only for you to end up losing your school fee, the one you're supposed to pay for this term or semester. Umeyeka Forex, you thought it was supposed to double or triple within hours, right? And then you end up losing everything. And we hear young people killing themselves because of such things. Then we have AI. AI is coming up really quickly, yeah? And it's here to stay. In as much as sometimes we feel like, oh, AI is going to take our jobs, it's here to stay, yeah? So what we have to do is understand now, how can I use AI in my field to make sure that I'm better than someone who is not using AI, right? If AI can do transcription, because with AI, we would mean maybe virtual assistants and transcription is no longer relevant. But still, there are people who are actively hiring for transcription gigs and virtual assistance gigs. Why do you think that's the case? Yeah? A 1 hour audio, a human being would take around 5 hours to transcribe. So transcription is whereby you're given an audio and you're supposed to type the contents of that audio word by word, yeah? So for a human being, 1 hour, it will take you like 5 hours or even more depending on experience, your typing speed, the quality of the audio and all that. Now for an AI, it will take minutes, not even, I don't think even 5 minutes will end. So why would a client now decide, I'll hire a human being and not use AI? Why? Yes?
I'm just trying. There's the aspect of, there's a way a human speaks compared to an AI. Speaks like a robot, but there's a way the humanness is brought about in the audio. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Actually, most of the time, if you hear content on social media, you can always tell it's AI, right? You can always, 99% chance, always tell that this audio is by an AI, right? Yeah. But I'm talking about transcription. This thing can transcribe the audio within minutes, but I'm still opting to give a human being the job. Who will take longer? Yeah, but I'm preferring them over the AI. Why? Yeah, you can try.
Okay, I can
Yes.
give it a shot. Okay, I can say so far AI has not yet reached emotional intelligence, and human are emotional. I can say that.
Okay, I love your answers because now your answers are talking towards content writing, right? So if I was to write something, an article about a specific topic, an AI feels more robotic and a human being will write it and you'll feel like it has that human touch, yeah? But now I'm talking about transcription. You have an audio. Now, it's not AI speaking in the audio. It's a meeting like this one that was recorded, right? And I want to give it to someone to transcribe word by word of what was said in this meeting, right? So if I give it to a human being, it will take like 5 hours or even more, yeah? But if I put it in an AI like Otter, it will probably take 5 minutes. So why should I hire a human being and not use AI? That is my question. Think about the audios, think about the videos. You have seen AI generating videos. Think about the images as well. There's something always that tells you this is AI. What is it? Yes?
Okay, there are moments or times when some words are not properly pronounced and you get a misspelling or something.
Awesome. The accuracy. Yeah? So with a human being, we speak differently, right? Accents come in, right? The way I pronounce my words is not the way you pronounce your words. It's maybe not the way it's supposed to be pronounced in the English language. But you understand what I'm saying, right? But for an AI, it will just write, it will assume that's a different word, then at the end of it you have a script that is not making sense. But for a human being, although they are going to take their time, at least they can always, even from just listening to the conversation, they can always tell that this is what the word that was supposed to be next, right? Yeah, so it goes down to the accuracy. Now, sometimes if the speaker in the audio is very, the way they're pronouncing the words is very audible, and also they're using the correct, what do you call it? Yeah, but you get what I'm saying, yeah? You'll find that the accuracy can even go to 90% or even more. But now, think of an audio where a Chinese is speaking English. Think of an audio where a Japanese is speaking English. How they pronounce their words, even for a human, it kind of takes time, yeah, to understand and get their English. So for an AI, it can do even 0%. Yeah? So you find that, yes, it has done it within minutes, but you have a lot of editing and proofreading. So even us, we have the different accents, yeah? Kuyus, Kalenjins, we have those accents, and so they will reduce the percentages of how accurate your transcript is going to be at the end of the day. Yeah. And then what about virtual assistants? We've talked about the humanness, yeah? I can always use Siri, yeah? I can always use Google. Is it assistant or assist? Yeah? Yeah. And it could do so many things for me that a VA would do if I was to hire them. But there is always that human touch that is needed. Sometimes, as a human being, you can almost tell yourself to do something. You don't have to be told, but an AI has to get instructions for it to do anything, right? Yeah. Then cybersecurity and web development. Now, when you look at our courses, you'll realize we are talking about introduction and basic. Why? Because the training are usually around 2 to 5 days. So there is only as much as I can give you within 5 days when it comes to graphic design, when it comes to financial markets. So our goal is to create interest and hope that you will also take that initiative to try and learn even further. So we have so many resources right now. We have like LX, which are also offering some free courses. We have YouTube University, where you can almost learn anything. So once I teach you 1 or 2 concepts in this area, it's upon you to try and grow that knowledge as much as possible. So why did we choose these courses? It's because these are things you can now use to sell yourself in the online space, and you're able to get a job. However, these are not the only things. If you're an accountant and you are very good at accounts, that's a skill you can sell in the online space. There is always a client who doesn't want to hire an accountant to sit in the office every other day, but at least they need the services of an accountant maybe once a month. So they would be willing to hire a freelancer to do that for them. So any question up to that point? We've not even started the training. That's just the introduction.